question is, have you heard from WB about continuing since releasing your film?
Well, no. This is what here's the thing. This is the really, if you want to, I haven't heard from them at all. Like from the day after I released the movie, I haven't gotten a phone call, or it's been radio silence. So I don't. The only communication was Anne's article after the movie was released, but that wasn't directly to me; it was to the people, and that was, yeah. So I don't know. Like, as far as I'm concerned, let's see what happens with Discovery, and that's cool. Yeah. And maybe there's like, who knows? But yeah. Right now, all I know is that as of yesterday, Justice League was #1 in the UK again. So that's cool.
So what is going on with the SnyderVerse? The SnyderVerse, it's dead, guys. It's buried. It's completely buried to the point where the Zack Snyder Justice League was never, ever coming out. Oh, wait, it did come out. And it's #1 on Amazon. #1 on Amazon. It's killing it in every country except for America. Or at least that's what they want you to believe. And also, it's been #1 5 times in England since. But they're not going to do anything with it, just like they were never going to do anything with Zack Snyder's original version of the movie. Oh wait, companies, organizations can backtrack, they can change their minds. So, yo, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. If you want to see the face behind this voice, also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, aka Warstu. Also check us out on twitch.tv/Warstu. Right, let's get into this. You guys keep asking me in the DMs. You keep sliding in on the DMs. On Instagram, on Twitter, I get a lot of questions. Yo, what's going on with the Snyderverse? Zack Snyder has said that he doesn't want to do anything ever again. Oh wait, no, he didn't. He said he wants to finish the trilogy, which would reboot everything anyway. Zack's original plan was after part 3 of the Justice League, the 5th movie in the 5-part saga. Technically, everything would have rebooted anyway. And had the original movie came out, we pretty much would have been done with this by now already. So, Zack hasn't moved on at all. He still wants to make these movies. But there's a lot that needs to happen, and I keep saying this, is that WB needs to make a lot of changes behind the scenes. Now, what is interesting is it essentially was Jason Kilar and John Stankey who essentially was behind releasing the Snyder Cut. So sure, David Zalaski from Discovery could come in and could change the game for sure. They know the interest is there. Zack isn't just going to jump because, yeah, we can do it. Remember, Zack didn't, I'm pretty sure, actually don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder didn't even get paid for it, is Zack would not return unless certain people would leave. Zack has a very big fan base. His Army of the Dead movie is doing freaking cool. He's got other things coming as well. But Zack can just sit on this and wait because he knows the fans are loyal. That's the one thing about DC fans, they are very loyal to what they want. We all want to see what is going to happen. We all want to see Darkseid get the Armada ready. We all want to see Darkseid come down to Earth to find the anti-life equation. We all want to see this. Even celebrities have spoke out. So the demand is definitely there. It's #1 on Amazon. It's hit #1 5 times in England. It's still doing pretty well. So the Restore the Snyderverse can't be put on the back burner for now. Yo, Warstu, you're a freaking liar. That means everything you've said. That means no discussions were going on behind the scenes. Nah, it doesn't mean that at all, really. Like I've always said from the start, there have been meetings, but things will take time. And a lot of it is to do with who is going to be left left. Zack does not want to work with people who do not want to work with him. Like I've said before, people like Toby Emmerich and Cernoff, Walter Hamada, he would not come back unless they were either gone or had nothing to do with that. As we know from the start, people like Toby Emmerich were trying to shut everything down, were trying to get in his face. Jeff Johns, you can't use Jon Stewart for absolutely no reason because this HBO Max series is going to have absolutely nothing to do with this movie. And it was sold as a one and done thing, which realistically, in the comment section, guys, you can say if you agree with me, doesn't make any sense still how we've got a Jon Stewart scene with Wayne T. Carr literally there, but they couldn't use it because it would interfere with what they're doing with the Green Lantern on HBO Max, even though this was sold as a one-off thing. So I do find this very interesting, but nothing's really going to happen for a while now because obviously Discovery can come in. It's not being finalized. The merger will essentially take till the middle of 2022, although some people are claiming that everything will go much faster. Not really, because each country has to agree to this buyout, merger, whatever you want to call it. It's essentially a buyout. So it is interesting. But Warstu. And Cernoff shut everything out. And Cernoff shut everything down, but Ann Cernoff is pretty much out the door. And the fact that they addressed the Ayer Cut, get this, Warstu, you're wrong, the Ayer Cut doesn't exist. They actually came out and said, we will not be releasing that cut anytime soon. So the Ayer Cut exists? They literally confirmed the Ayer Cut existed in that statement, which I find hilarious. It doesn't exist, but it's there. But David Ayer himself has literally said multiple times and teased new Joker scenes and various different things to do with the project. So yeah, don't give up hope, guys, because you guys keep asking me for more stuff and I can't really give you more stuff to do with the SnyderVerse because a lot of it has to take place with Toby Emmerich leaving, and he will be out the door eventually anyway, and Cernoff, Walter Hamada, and no one's stepping on Zack's toes. If Zack is going to finish, do Justice League 2, do Justice League 3, or Part 2 or Part 3, it depends what variant of what you want to call it, Zack would need to take reins fully. The fans have made it clear from day one. I've been covering this for at least since 2017 on this channel. It will happen. It's just going to take time. But Batfleck, you said the Batfleck, yeah, the Batfleck series. I've heard a lot of things about the Batfleck series. There are things going on, but that's not really conducive to if Justice League 2 and 3 get greenlit, because there's a lot of people that want the Batfleck. I mean, the hashtag the other day, make the Batfleck movie. Now, I'd prefer it to be a Batfleck movie. Then you had the likes of Jared Leto speaking, Joe Manganiello Deathstroke, Warstu, unknown role, all coming out saying stuff. So it is interesting. Then you got Zack Snyder liking things. Hope never dies on Vero. And you know Zack Snyder teases stuff. He never says anything unless there's a point to everything. So sure, it will all be restored eventually if they can sort it out and get rid of the people that realistically screwed Warner Brothers up and messed Warner Bros up realistically long term. If you look at the reasons why the SnyderVerse wasn't successful, it had nothing to do with Zack Snyder. It was more to do with people stepping on his toes. So as we know, the Zack Snyder Justice League trilogy Blu-ray is coming out 3 freaking months in September the 7th, and it's already the best selling on Amazon. And this is Amazon America because it's in dollars. Like, this is not Amazon UK, this is Amazon Global, which is pretty interesting. So the SnyderVerse wasn't successful. Yeah, Amazon, which if you don't know, I used to work at Amazon, kind of, I guess. Well, actually I did. It's one of the biggest companies in the world. I mean, the owner's one of the richest men in the world. I think he currently is the richest man in the world. So it's number one on their website. Number one, but no one wants it. So Discovery can come in and do the exact same thing that AT&T and Jason Keeler essentially did when they greenlit the Snyder Cut. This is actually harder than greenlighting something because this is about restoring our whole freaking universe. Although Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa, Warstu, etc. are all on board, it's not going to be simple because obviously if they're doing other projects, you would have to schedule everyone to do a project at the same time. It could take a good few years for this to happen, guys. But the Ben Affleck stuff, from what we are hearing, Ben Affleck is in the Flash movie. I don't understand why people think he isn't, just because you haven't seen him on set. All right, okay, well, you've not seen Andrew Garfield, or Tobey Maguire on set. So does that mean they're not in Spider-Man No Way Home? All right, yeah. Do you get my point? Just because you've not seen Affleck on set does not mean he's not in the movie. I really don't understand why people are like, yeah, Affleck's not in the movie. It's okay. All right, we've not seen Tobey Andrew on set either, so they're not in Spider-Man No Way Home? Oh, right. You've got the goalpost and you are literally changing the goalpost, moving it to what you want to say is happening. So guys, just chill. I mean, I know you guys love the Snyderverse updates. There's not actually any new information in this, so to speak, realistically. There's a bit of tidbits here and there, but as I keep saying, it's pinnacle to if these people go, because Zack does not want to work with them because they're just trying to screw him over again. He wants full transparency. He wants full creative control like a director should have for the movie, and he has multiple plans for what was going to happen down the freaking road, which it's frustrating because it's recently come out about Mr. Lex Luthor. What was Mr. Lex Luthor gonna do? Well, he was actually gonna do quite a lot, to be fair. So Zack had plans, and apparently Warner Bros. Didn't want to do this, even though it essentially would have rebooted everything. So Zack said this. We talked about that. In the final battle, he was one that brings the nuke into Darkseid's spaceship and detonates himself. It's kind of like he wasn't down with the concept of completely destroying mankind. He didn't realize that was the best bet. So that kind of thing is something he would be capable of. He could go the whole way. Zack Snyder on the Lex Luthor art. So that would have been a total character realization from what happened in BVS, so to speak. So I just find it very ironic that essentially after this 5-part series, 3-part trilogy of the actual Justice League part, the whole thing, the whole DCEU would have rebooted and the Snyderverse essentially would have been done with by now anyway. So yeah, I just find it very weird, guys, but I know you guys really love me doing these Snyderverse videos. I try and keep them as short as possible and not do many because there realistically isn't any updates in this video. It's just you guys hound me all the time to make Snyderverse videos. So I'm just telling you what I've heard, and we did the Flash video the other day going over what's going to happen with the Flash movie. It is pretty cool. I do think people should get behind it because that kind of does go hand in hand with the Snyderverse coming. I mean, they need to know the DC fans are still engaging with content and stuff like that. But I get it if you want to boycott a whole movie because it's not a Snyderverse movie, which not everything will be. The Make the Batfleck movie hashtagged at the end of June, and it was pretty interesting that, yeah, there are things happening behind the scenes, but until everything is greenlit 100%, no one's going to come out and say, yeah, it's happening. But from what we understand, it's as real as the information when I told you the Snyder Cut was coming out 6 months on HBO Max before it actually did. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us on Twitter, WarstuG, aka Warstu, and I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.